Good evening, everyone. This is a special council meeting for the Township of Monroe, January 22nd, 2025, starting at 6:15 p.m. Call to order. This is a special meeting was called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. Notice of this meeting were sent to the Courier Post and the Sentinel of Gloucester County on January 9th, 2025. In addition, copies of the notices were posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and the township's website, and filed in the office of the municipal clerk. And aforementioned date, notices of the bulletin board and website have remained continuously posted. Please note that the clerk has placed a sign-in sheet at the rear of the courtroom. If anyone would like to address council during the public portion, please sign in, raise your hand, and I will ask you to come forward to the microphone. Kindly state your name and address for the record. In addition, please note that the audio and video of this meeting is being recorded in accordance with Ordinance 56-2024. A copy of this recording will be posted on the township's website for public view at their convenience. Please rise for the salute to the flag led by Councilman Cope.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Council Vice President, Mrs. Adams.
Here.
Mr. Cope.
Here.
Mrs. Fox. Here. Mr. Heverly.
Here.
Council President, sorry. Mr. Riley is excused. Mr. Rossi.
Here.
Mr. Valentine is excused. Mayor Wolf.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kurz is excused. Solicitor, Mrs. Grace.
Here.
Business Administrator, Mr. DeHart.
Here.
Director of Code Enforcement, Mr. Sebastian.
Here.
Director of Community Affairs, Mrs. Park. Here. Director of Parks and Recreation, Mr. Bruno.
Here.
Director of Public Safety, Mr. Vump, is excused. Director of Public Works, Mr. Diltz, is excused. Director of Real Estate, Ms. Pasatsky, is excused. Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Boyer, is excused. Police Chief Barkowski is excused. And myself, Municipal Clerk Eileen Giuseppe.
We will now open to the public hearing of the New Jersey Green Acres Grant Outdoor Amphitheater at Earl E. Owens Memorial Park.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I know you all know by now, but for the record, my name is Joe Barbadoro from Remington and Vernon Engineers. I'm you guys' township engineer. With me today, I have Todd Noon hanging out back there, the township grant writer. The purpose of the meeting tonight is the township seeking funds through the New Jersey Green Acres program for the construction of a new amphitheater located at Owens Memorial Park. A requirement of the application is we meet here tonight, go over the project, present it to the public, take any questions that you may have. So I'll go through a quick little scope, present the concept plan, and then take any questions you may have. And I request that you open the floor up to receive any comments or questions from the public. So I'll get right into it. Again, proposing the construction of an amphitheater. It's the concept plan in front of you. You might be able to see a corner of a section of the dog park that was recently constructed in Owens Park. We'll be constructing our amphitheater adjacent to that. The circle you see right here is the amphitheater itself. It's going to be approximately 50 by 58 feet, 2,900 square feet. The seating area, as you see right here, will be grass. So you bring your own chair, bring your own blanket. We'll have some asphalt, walking paths around the perimeter, and we'll also be constructing a parking lot that will accommodate 100 vehicles, including ADA compliant parking. And behind the amphitheater, we'll have a little staging area for vendors or someone who's playing, or whoever's performing that night, food trucks or something like that you guys want to have. And because, we're disturbing more than a quarter acre of land, we'll be required to have a retention basin. We're going to put that right next to the amphitheater. That'll be an above ground basin with a sand bottom that'll meant to infiltrate stormwater runoff to the site. Along with that, we'll obviously have some site lighting improvements, just sort of light up this whole field, and obviously the amphitheater itself. And obviously park amenities, benches, trash cans, just scattered throughout. The total cost for these improvements is $1,507,985. That's for construction, and we're estimating the professional services just for budgetary purposes at $226,000. That's for a total estimated project cost of $1,734,000. Just something to note specifically, as part of the application, we did have to provide a preliminary environmental assessment. Basically, we take a quick review of the site, review historical information to make sure there's no issues or major environmental issues that we may encounter. That assessment did come up clean, and we will be submitting that with the application itself. So that's the gist of the project. If you guys have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them.
So, I'm sorry, real quick.
Yes.
So, it's going to be near the dog park.
Yes.
So when we have our festival, yeah, will that be part of all of that also? Will
That
we
would be a
include?
great option for community fairs or, park restaurants that,
Right.
be able to use that as an option.
Okay, so it could be,
Our vision is that we can use it for multi-purpose, music festival, fall festival, Christmas tree lighting ceremony could be hosted there, summer concerts. There's so many different things that we can utilize this amphitheater for. So it will be similar to what Washington Township has or West Deptford has over in their area. So it'll be a great thing.
I don't have any more questions, thank you.
Mr. Special?
Did you say retention or retention?
It's labeled as a retention pond.
So it's supposed to drink,
Yep. Yeah.
like the one in front of the school.
Yeah. So Jim had asked me about this specifically. So without doing a geotechnical investigation right at this point, we just have to make the assumption that the soil conditions are good and that we'll be able to infiltrate that water. During the design process, we will do a geotechnical investigation. If groundwater is encountered or a bad soil condition, we'll have to accommodate that and make whatever changes are necessary. So.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions?
All set?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion to open public portion?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone wishing to speak this evening?
Sherry Kennedy, 375 Redmore Drive. I just had a quick question about the basin placement. Like, say if there's a lot of rain and everything and it doesn't completely drain, it's very close and that might, that placement might welcome a lot of mosquitoes for visitors using the amphitheater. Is there any, way it could be farther away from where people are all going to be sitting? Because water basins and stuff can draw bugs and stuff.
They can, yeah, but
I don't want to be out there getting
Sure,
by mosquitoes.
I understand. The basin we're proposing will be an infiltration basin, so within 72 hours, that basin will be dry. If for whatever reason we hit groundwater and it needs to be a wet pond in which it's holding water constantly, we wouldn't require an aerator to oxygenate that water to keep the mosquitoes and other algae from growing within the pond. But to answer your question, yes, we can shift this basin around. The site's undeveloped, so we were trying to consolidate everything as best as possible, but if it's the desire of the council, we can most certainly adjust this basin. It's positioned here also because this is, everything sort of runs down towards Clayton Avenue, so this is the low point of the site, so it makes most sense to have the basin somewhere in this lower portion. So, we can adjust it, but,
I didn't have a
graphically, we
chance
just
to
have to-
go over everything. Will
Sure.
this basin be fenced or no?
yeah, we are proposing a 4-foot chain link fence around the basin. And
Because
again,
I was
that,
just thinking for safety issues too, with
Correct,
kids and stuff
yeah.
running into it.
yep, correct.
Okay. I don't know, I just would be nervous about the bugs and everything.
Understood, yeah.
All right, that's all, thank you. And
Thank
thank
you,
you for
Sheriff.
getting this, this is going to be great for our neighborhood to have. Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak from the public? Seeing none, do I have a motion to close public portion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion for adjournment.
Motion for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. First meeting adjourned.